Welcome everyone to another episode of Titans Tube. This will be the preview episode where we break down the upcoming game against the Baltimore Ravens.
That's right, Caleb. And last Thursday night, Baltimore is coming off a 40-0 victory against the Dolphins.
Yeah, but luckily we're coming off our bye week.
Yeah.
And so I know that we've said a lot of important things here on Titans Tube, but what we're about to tell you may be the most important thing we've ever said about the Titans.
I'm about to give you the key to victory, and it's probably going to be the most important thing we've ever done on the show. So,
definitely.
Barring any interruptions, which I don't foresee happening because we've never had an interruption on the show in the history of Titans Tube, the key to this victory is that we have got...
This is a breaking weather alert. This just in right now. A cloud has formed. It is dark. It is dangerous, guys. This is scary. It is now rotating. Take a look at it. Oh, it actually looks like it's going down now. Here, we're going to follow this cloud. We're going to track it. We're going to see where it's going. Oh.
There you go, guys. That is my crucial key to this game. And if we don't do that, I don't see the Titans having much of a chance in this game.
Oh, there it is.
What
There's that scary cloud. Oh,
wait. Excuse me. Can we help you? Oh,
I'm tracking a cloud.
Hey, it's WKRN's meteorologist, Danielle Breezy.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing here, Danielle?
I'm tracking a really scary cloud. What's going on? Where am I?
Oh, that's not a cloud. Caleb, are you kidding me?
I'm sorry, man.
I'm so sorry, Danielle.
Why?
Let me just...
Oh.
Okay.
Anyways, you're on the set of Titans Tube.
Yeah. Of course, you're on Titans Tube.
That's cool.
Come have a seat.
Okay,
Come join us.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
You can help us break down this game for us.
Yeah, we're just in the middle of breaking down the Titans and Ravens upcoming game on Sunday.
Oh.
Do you have any insight on what the weather will be like for the game?
Ooh, I can tell you a little bit about the weather.
Oh,
yeah? That's something I actually do. I'm a meteorologist. I'm the chief meteorologist. Okay, so looks like on Sunday, as I forecast into the future, upper 60s, low 70s, partly sunny skies. Not too bad, right?
Not too bad at all.
That sounds perfect to me, but what do I know? I just cover the Titans.
You literally know nothing.
Hey, easy.
While we've got you, Danielle, and this excellent coincidence here, do you want to talk about the game? What your thoughts about the game? You know, Baltimore coming into town. How do you like our chances?
No. I do the weather. I don't do sports. I don't get paid enough to do that. I can't do that.
Oh.
Leave that to Corey Curtis. Go talk to him.
Okay. We could do other things.
Yeah, we do other stuff on the show. Do you play Madden by chance?
Yeah. Go, buddy, go.
Dude,
Yeah.
seriously?
That's right.
That's your guy.
No.
That's right.
You blew the coverage again.
Boom. Yeah.
Justin,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Dude, are you serious? Are you serious?
Dude, she's killing us.
Pop and blow it up. Yeah.
Justin, what are you doing?
Dude,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up.
She's
killing us,
I have
man.
no words, man.
Breezy's blowing you away. It's what she does. Hey, good game, buddy.
Oh, thanks. You're good sportsmanship. Are you serious?
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
How about a rematch then?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the time. I gotta go. Those wind chimes aren't gonna chime themselves.
She's gone.
Whoa!
Wow.
That was awesome!
Well, that was unexpected, but at least we know the forecast for the game this Sunday. So thank you, Danielle Breezy, for stopping by. What?
Is she still here?
Is she?
Oh,
We're inside.
No, sorry. Someone,
dude. Okay.
Someone just left that fan on, I guess. I
right,
don't know.
well.
Anyways, where were we?
Baltimore. Yes, we're talking about Baltimore. We have a football game coming up on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, they were coming off that 40-0 blowout win of the Dolphins, and largely on the back of their running back, rookie Alex Collins out of Arkansas, who's really blossoming into his own this year. So that's not a good sign right off the bat.
Worry not, you fool.
Oh.
Because Baltimore this year has been a model of inconsistency, much like the Titans as well, though. They are 4-4 on the year, and they've pitched 2 shutouts. 2.
That's more than one.
That is more than one.
But it's not 3, so take that for what you will.
However, their best wins have come against an Oakland Raiders team without Derek Carr, and then that thrashing of the Dolphins on Thursday Night Football, which was sans Jay Cutler for most of the game, but I don't know if Jay Cutler really would have made that much of a difference. So both of their good wins are teams that didn't even have their starting quarterback.
But we're going to have ours, that's for sure, on a fresh hammy and a spirit full of Hawaii. Sorry. While that may be true, this is still a very dangerous team. I mean, yes, Joe Flacco is having a shaky season so far at best. He's actually on pace to post his lowest quarterback rating in a season of his entire career. But as we know, the Baltimore Ravens have always been built around a strong defense and a running game on offense. And this team is no different. Whether their elite QB or not is playing well. They truly have been spoiled at the QB position, you could say, right? Wah, wah.
Okay, well, that's enough of that. Let's get into the actual breakdown. The X's and O's of this game that are going to give the Titans the advantage. Starting with, obviously, Baltimore's passing against our secondary. Baltimore's passing.
Yeah.
They are last in the league right now, 30 seconds.
Unbelievable.
I mean, you could have guessed that with Flacco putting up his worst numbers of his career so far, which that's saying a lot because he's had a good amount of pretty mediocre to terrible years in Baltimore so far. But apparently the Ravens are only putting up 153 yards passing a game. 153 yards passing. And I know the Titans secondary has struggled, but we're not last in the league by any means in giving up pass yardage. We're currently 19th, giving up 229 yards passing a game.
The secondary has played better the past 2 games against the Colts and the Browns, so hopefully that trend continues. They haven't been facing good quarterbacks the past 2 games.
You could argue that they're still better than what Joe Flacco's put on the field this year in terms of production. I mean, he's got 1,290 yards, but he's only thrown 6 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. It's not even guaranteed that he's going to play this Sunday because he just got his head taken off by Mr. Kiko Alonso in that Thursday night game. If he's not going, their backup Ryan Mallett.
Former Texans backup. He's kind of been around the
Texans
league.
Backup, former Patriots backup.
I mean, the Titans do tend to make backup quarterbacks look good. So honestly, I'd rather see Flacco play than Mallett. But we'll see. I think I have seen reports that he is on track to play against the Titans, but he's still questionable. But let's look at some of these receivers that he's been targeting, or trying to target at least. They do have some talent at the receiver position, but just looking at their production, obviously, they're last in the league in yardage, so their receiving numbers aren't going to look that great. But they do have Mike Wallace, who leads their team with only 248 receiving yards, which is 87th in the NFL. That's way down the list, folks. Their next leading receiver, they've got Benjamin Button Watson, who is getting better with continual play and age. He put up some really good years in New Orleans just a couple years ago with Drew Brees, and this year he has 220 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns on the year as well. They've also got Jeremy Maclin. He's probably their most talented all-around receiver, but he has been dealing with injuries this season. He's missed 2 games. He's got 212 receiving yards and leads their team with 3 touchdown catches. So he's definitely going to be a weapon for him.
I mean, this Ravens passing game is nothing to write home about. Am I right?
Yeah, and plus, writing home is so outdated these days. Like, at least send a text message or an email. Like, at least. Like, get with the times, man.
That's a very good point. Come
on,
this, Baltimore.
1941?
Yes. World War II, just sitting in, your old little cabin with bombshells going off outside, writing on a bloody napkin. You miss your mama. What do you want? You miss her homemade sweet potato pie back home, and then a bullet goes straight through you.
Javoris Allen, their backup running back, leads their team in receptions, so he's trying to be like a Browns Duke Johnson, apparently.
Yeah.
They love throwing to their backup running backs in the AFC North.
So we know they're threats, but come on. I'm predicting Kevin Byard to get another 7 interceptions this game on Joe Flacco or Ryan Mallett. Doesn't matter. Tennessee is going to get the edge in this category.
Give it to us.
Give it.
Next.
All right, moving on to the Titans passing game versus the Baltimore secondary. As you aforementioned, Baltimore teams have survived based on their defense, and they've always had pretty good secondaries, especially pretty good playmakers back there in the secondary. Currently, though, they have a very good pass D.
They do. They're leading the league in interceptions so far this year and are tied for first in total takeaways. So their defense knows how to get their hands on the ball. Their leading interceptor, Brandon Carr, only has 3 interceptions, and they've got 12 total, I believe. So their defensive backs are spreading the love around. So all of them are getting in on the action. Ladarius Webb and Eric Weddle, both of their safeties, have 2 interceptions each. Jimmy Smith, the other cornerback opposite of Brandon Carr, also has 2 interceptions. C.J. Mosley, he's a linebacker, but he's got 2 interceptions.
Yeah, I dare say this secondary is a lot better than what we faced the previous 2 matchups. I mean, currently they're 5th in the league. Locking it down, only allowing 185 pass yards per game against them. And as you said, causing all those turnovers. So Titans are really going to have their work cut out for them. Luckily, we are getting back Mr. Corey Davis this week. Every Titans fan is anxious to see him back on the field, see how he could impact the Titans passing game, which has been rather stagnant for pretty much the whole first half of the year. So maybe Corey Davis can be that switch to flip the offense into high gear. But looking at Baltimore's stout secondary, I think they get the edge here.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Baltimore's rushing offense versus Tennessee's front 7. Currently, Baltimore is 7th overall in rushing yards per game, putting up an average of 127 rush yards per game. That is not bad at all. In fact, that's probably top 10. Oh, wait, I already said it. It's 7th.
Ooh,
so it is top 10.
Definitely top 10.
As we mentioned, Alex Collins, guy out of Arkansas, is their lead back and has really kind of breaking through this year.
But they do run another player in Javoris Allen who has 356 rushing yards on the season. So they use him a good amount as well. But Alex Collins is definitely that lead back in the backfield. He's actually averaging 6 yards per carry, which is first in the NFL. He's getting chunk yardage better than anybody.
But Titans' run game has been pretty solid. Currently,
run defense.
Titans' run defense has been pretty solid. Thank you for that correction. We're currently 10th in the league, only allowing exactly 100 yards per game.
Very nice. And I saw this stat on Twitter. The Titans currently are have the second longest streak of not allowing a 100-yard rusher in a game, dating back to last season.
That bodes well for this matchup because this is going to be a key factor. We got the 7th best running game going up against the 10th best running defense. I guess I would kind of give it a push here.
I would push it.
Push it.
Push.
Staying with the trend of talking about people's legs running their bodies. Titans running game looked terrible against the Browns. What happened? Derrick Henry, 13 carries for 13 yards.
DeMarco Murray battling injuries.
Yes. Luckily, we've had that bye week, so hopefully DeMarco's hamstring is better. And no, we weren't going to trade him, all you idiots out there who thought that J-Rob was going to trade DeMarco.
Shame on you. Shame. DeMarco Murray is very valuable to this team.
Shame.
Shame.
Anyways, our running offense is currently putting up 124 yards per game average. And now that's between DeMarco Murray, Derrick Henry, and Mariota. Because Mariota is definitely a key factor in the run game. He hasn't been the last few weeks because of his hammy, but he's always capable to pull it down and run for a good amount of yards.
We did say Baltimore's defense is what carries this team traditionally, and they are good in the secondary. However, this rushing defense is 30th in the NFL in giving up rushing yards. So that seems to be the weakness for them, giving up 133 rushing yards per game. So that looks like that is how we're going to have to attack this Ravens defense.
But yeah, it's easy to see just based on the numbers and the players that we have that I think Tennessee gets the edge. What you know about them Ravens special teams, bro?
We do love us some Adoree Jackson here. He's a great return man. But if you look at Baltimore's return man, they have a couple guys that have been very productive. They use 2 different guys, Bobby Rainey Jr., who already has a kickoff return for a touchdown this year, and for punt returns, they use Michael Campanaro, who has a 77-yard return for a touchdown this year himself. So they've gotten it done in the special teams return game. Still waiting on that Adoree Jackson touchdown, though. But you know what? I would give the Ravens the edge. We love us some Suckup and Brett Kern.
But Justin Tucker
is one of the best in the league, probably the strongest leg in the league. So I think overall, I would give the Ravens a special teams edge.
I probably would. Slight edge, very slight. Wait until Adoree breaks into the end zone, and then maybe it'll start to pull even.
Change our minds, Adoree.
All right, Justin.
Yes, sir? Do you have a question?
I don't have a question. I have a statement.
Oh, well, let me know.
What are your keys for the game?
I don't think you understand what a question and statement are, but I'll go ahead and answer that statement. Keys to the game, obviously we have to get the running game going and at the same time take care of the football on offense. Don't give this defense any turnovers because that's how they've been living. And got to exploit that weak rushing defense. So I think DeMarco's got to have a good game. Hopefully he's got that burst back after this bye week. I got the Titans winning this game. Home field advantage. Crowd's going to be rocking. And honestly, though, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm going to take the Titans 20-14.
I think we need to really exploit them in the running game. Our running game's been stagnant. I want to see us come back and have a really good game here, which I think we can, especially with DeMarco Murray, hopefully more healthy after the bye week. But I think the key for the game is going to be our defense and getting after the quarterback. I don't care who it is, Flacco or Ryan Mallett. They're both struggling. They're both turnover prone, very turnover prone, and our pass rush just hasn't been there. This is the game where we really need to turn it on. We need to get to the quarterbacks consistently, early and often, and consistently throughout the game, put pressure on them to make plays. And I think that's...
True. And furthering that, I think in order to get in that situation...
We got to get pressure on whoever the quarterback is back there. Because if we pressure Flacco or Mallett, they are susceptible to making mistakes.
Susceptible.
And as you know, Mr. Kevin Byard is good at picking off those mistakes when they are made by the opposing quarterback. I like us winning here 29-19.
Well, you know what? Personally, I think we should kind of nix that Madden challenge we had with, the Breezy, because that wasn't happening. That wasn't the Madden God speaking, was it?
No.
Lord, have mercy.
That was just an anomaly, which those happen.
It does happen.
Those happens. You're on the right track. I think we need to replay that against John Madden. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Madden challenge.
Bah!
Ha! Hey.
He looks like that you could just pop an apple in his mouth, put him on a stick, or rotate him a few times, and eat him for Thanksgiving. Am I right?
Yes.
That guy is juicy.
A true hog. Swanson?
Samsonite?
Samsonite. That's the one.
Fool.
Dang.
This kid, is he a Titans fan?
I don't remember our
Is this guy a Titans fan? Someone.
I don't like anything I said anyway.
You're fired. Miami and Cleveland. I'm like, that's not the last
I mean, can I get any more dumb? God, no. Boom.
Here, you want this?
Yes. Is it loaded?
No contest.
That's Super Smash Bros. Shout out. Woo, this got dark. Just writing a note with the blood of your dead comrade. Come on, Baltimore.
Let's repeat your score here live on
Bring
Titans Tube. Sponsored by Horizon Zero Dawn. Came out on the PS4 like a year ago. So if you haven't played it, probably not going to play it.
We are going to get that check in the mail from them for that promotion. You did talk to them, right? Didn't you?
Sony or PS or yeah. God, I forgot. That was the day that I had to go get my nails done, and then there was that wreck.
Nails. It's always the nails.
There was the wreck on 65, and it put me behind, and then my latte spilled on my dog's lap, who was in the seat next to him because I was trying to take him to get
sponsors, we're out of budget, and this is going to have to be the last episode.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks for watching Titans Tube, guys, and
where's that gun?
It's been a good run. It's right here.
All right. Good. Whoa, you just always have it on you.